I'm not a happy person in Nigeria because we can't continue like this. We can't continue to breed poverty. That's not that's not leadership. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shifts so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
Yes.
But we cannot have people Monday to Friday be in church morning and night. No. If I go from here now to my house, the only signboard you see is signboard of churches. You go to the east, it's burials. That's not the country. If you go to any other country, you see product.
I want to share some insights of what our Excellency P2B said on the interview in the Honest Punch podcasts. So he said that he will turn our night vigils to night shifts so we can be more productive. Many people think he's against the church. But in reality, it's not against the church. In the Western world, people maximize their time. Night vigils, they keep to time to their night vigils. In churches in Nigeria, there are churches that they are so conscious. Maybe on Sunday service, maybe it can be a 1 hour or 2 hours. They keep to time. They keep to time. Monday service, even in the weekly services. There are some night vigils that they might start from 10 p.m. or 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. But you agree with me that people abuse those privileges. Some night vigils, they might spend from 10 p.m. to 6 p.m. And one of the reasons why these things happen is because we feel we have too much time. In the Western world, we have relations there. We go there. They don't joke with their time. They pay you per hour. You know, in Africa, where you say, you go maybe you want to stroll to somebody's house. It must be planned for. In abroad there, every time counts. You work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Everybody's working, everybody's hustling to survive, to pay their bills, to do a whole lot of things. So he's not saying that night vigils are bad. No, that's not what he's saying. What he's saying is that government, or if he comes into power, but generally government will create, or maybe where there are opportunities, jobs, people will actually be conscious of their time. People will be conscious of their time. So it's not saying that the church does not know what it's doing, or it's not saying it will scrape church. You will also agree with me that everybody is answering the call. Not everybody is called. If there are jobs, there will be few pastors. So it's not saying, it's saying the reality. In the Western world, do you know what investors call us? When you fix a meeting and they say, They tell you no African time. What does that mean? It means that they have that perception that Africans don't keep to time. I'll give you an instance. You go to a church where they have 4 services, right? Now, after the pastor finishes his ministration, there will be some people that will still come to the pastor and say, Pastor, pray for me. Or they will still come to the pastor for counseling. If the pastor is not wise enough, he will still go there. He will still attend to those people to displease himself. And most times they even displease their family. So what our Excellency is saying the facts. Please listen to Pastor Bayo Oluwayemi so he can give you an understanding of what I'm saying.
Stop wasting economic hours in church. You know what we call economic hour? Somebody going to mountain. This is June now. Some people, they enter into mountain on 31st of May. They come back 8th of June. Which God are you begging? Is it so wicked? If she has shop, she locked that shop for 8 days. And she's expecting transformation. And she considered that one faithfulness. Every member of this church, if you're a businessman, immediately after this service, go and open your shop. If you're in abroad, after the service, you go to your work and clock in. People work on Sunday. God never sent them to hell because of working on Sunday. What of doctors and nurses? Somebody now, he pray overnight, then he get to a place of work, start dosing. You have a place of working. You now go vigil. You are now dosing. They're supposed to sack you. Because you are not faithful. You are not faithful. Why should you be dosing in an official hour? We used to be foolish in those days. Now say we are going for a whole week conference. We obtain leave or we obtain permission in the place of work. Go and do that one in USA. Before you come, they have replaced you. Stop using economic hours. God is not wicked. God is love. No, there are poverty in our land, but if you can still walk, you will eat. If you can walk, you will eat. Many people in many churches, after service like this, are you getting it now? You still have pastor meeting, special elder meeting, all those kind of things. Somebody who's supposed to rest and the body recuperates in preparation for Monday walk. We now be leaving Fiji by 3 a.m. Then when he's supposed to transfer 3,000, he transferred 300,000. Because he was dosing. He now says devil. He's not devil. You don't rest.
You just listen to Pastor Bayo Oluwayemi. People don't rest. People don't rest. People don't rest. You go to church, you go to work Monday to Fridays. On Saturday, that you are meant to be resting, planning, thinking. People don't have time. They are always engaged. They are always engaged. Let me just share this thing before I end this video short. Your life has a correlation with your time. When you waste your life, you waste your time. If you are looking for some creative things to do, you need time to initiate those ideas. Some you say, so some people are going to mountain for 40 days, 10 days, 15 days. If there is a working system, those activities will be planned for squarely. So our Excellency here is not saying, it's not against the church. It's not against the church. Some will go to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At least what you hear in what you've heard in the church services, maybe on Sunday, will propel you to do something productive. Please, don't get it twisted. Those comments are realities. He is not against the church. I hope that this video that I've just shared is a blessing to you. Please maximize your time. He who rules your time rules your life. Thank you so much. Bye.